5th and 6th grade football back in the 70s, it was just like a webbing. You know, you took a hit and you just hoped that the webbing would hold. And of course, when it's
that was one of the better helmets. That was a Riddell helmet.
So this
Some of the other guys had those old sponge jobs.
You're right, exactly. So in the sponge jobs, I remember because I had one of those too in high school. They would freeze on a a cold day, and you'd have to go out and hit somebody. But
I think they just came out with a face mask.
yeah, it's plastic too.
It was just before.
Yeah, it's absolutely plastic.
That's how old it is.
That was a modern helmet in 1966. Here, why don't we put this over here too, as well too, right next to your football. So you mentioned too that your class, you guys are the graduating class of '67. This really in the fall of '66 we're talking about. But I remember Mr. Rooney, who unfortunately passed away, talking about the home of champions, because not only were you football champions, you won it in hockey, soccer, basketball, and baseball as well too. All the small schools, you guys took all those
all
titles.
5.
Yeah,
it was a clean sweep.
yeah. I mean that's and that unfortunately is before girls sports was around. And so
Yeah, right.
really
I
just the
think
guys.
so.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, I think we won 20 games in basketball, and they had
we were 24-3.
right, and then 20
small schools tournament.
like 22-2 or something like that in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
We lost in the Western Mass final to 2-1.
Who was the baseball coach? Bill Mullins?
Bill Mullins, yeah.
Yeah. He must have, was this early in his teaching career, or how long?
When I was a freshman, John Hurley was the coach. And
Yeah.
when I was a sophomore, Bill became the
For
coach. Bill
baseball
Mullins.
you're talking about,
yeah.
right? Okay.
So that was like 1964
Yeah.
baseball. Bill Mullins was our freshman coach.
For football?
Paul and I were freshmen, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
He was kind of no nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, really, if you think about all those teachers
No.
back then, that's what you were there to do a job.
right.
You know?
Bill also played in the minor leagues for the Washington Senators, and
Right.
he used to bring up a story. One of my favorite stories was, which I watch every day on TV, is the rifleman Chuck Connors.
Yeah.
And he played with him.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, in the Washington Senators.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah. And
I thought one time Harriman Killebrew was roommate or something when he was in the minors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, who was the basketball coach?
Buzzy Connor.
Buzz-
No,
Connery?
well, Buzzy was our basketball coach, but John Curdy was the one.
Oh, okay.
Buzzy took over our senior year. When,
That was his first year, I think.
when John Curdy retired our junior year, and we went to win the league, and Buzzy was a freshman, and he won both the small schools tournament plus the
league.
league.
Wow.
It was a nice, and Buzzy was our freshman coach.
Yeah. There was recently an article in the paper, I don't know if you saw it, about John Curdy, about his work here, kind of the father of soccer, very involved in soccer, and also at Westfield State College too. So he's legendary in the area. We're going to actually roll this tape. So now the tape that we have here, it's going to be a little grainy when you see it.
Yeah.
It's from 1966, and it looks like it's in slow motion, but it's pretty fascinating. So why don't you guys tell us what we're going to see? It'll take a minute to kick in here. There's Paul Dorval right there, number 20.
Well, that's
Kevin
a home
Thompson.
game.
Yeah, this is in Ludlow. You guys are wearing your maroon jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Billy Williamson there, 22.
And 25, that's
Timmy Rooney.
Timmy Rooney right there.
Yeah. That's
There's
me
Paul
again.
Dorval right there with the
On the sweep.
carry. Oh,
Fumbling.
And he fumbled the ball.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Things were going well, Paul.
Cut.
So. There's Kevin Thompson once again.
Yeah, he was.
He really was a horse, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He was a monster.
And he's a senior with you guys this year, correct?
Right.
Yeah, he was in our class.
Yeah.
And you guys are on defense here. Now, I think this game is against
It's got to be South Hadley.
South Hadley. Think this is that? Look at Paul. That's Paul Dorval right there on defense. Look at that height you had. There's Paul with another carry.
Just look at the picture.
It's one of the few times he didn't run out of bounds.
Look at that. Another outstanding carry. This is all still the same game.
Yeah, I think it's
The old
on
Whitney
now.
Park. This right here. This is the play of the day right here.
Awesome.
Look at that
Oh,
cut.
yeah.
Paul
that's-
Dorval running to the end zone. He's almost there. He's tripping over his own feet. He's going to get tackled, and his pants come down at the 1 yard line.
I was taken out of the game. Chick took me out of the game, and he gave me his belt off his pants.
Oh yeah.
That was the first year we had nylon pants.
We only got him the day before.
Yeah.
Not to embarrass you, Paul, but we're going to show this again.
They're already starting to come down.
You're running down. Yeah, your pants are coming down right
Yeah.
here. And then you get tackled, and they come all the way down right there.
well.
3 yard line. And then Kevin Thompson gets the ball and gets all the credit for the score.
Yeah. How many dates I get after that?
He really, thank God you had something under there. You weren't going. It was a cold day. When you guys finally scored over here, there's a 2-point conversion. Looks like.
No.
Or was there a penalty on that one? Because it looks like you're doing
we
it
won
over.
18-6. So we
Yeah, he didn't. He's going for 2 points. That's Billy Williamson.
Yeah, we didn't get any conversions.
Sometimes on the extra point, we run like a sprint out right.
Oh, look, we're showing it again. There's in extra slow motion. This is what you're going to be known for, and for forever and ever now. Oh, wait, one more time. Paul Dorval going out, getting tackled.
The guy to tackle, if you run all the way back, the guy to tackle was a defensive end, and he missed him on the line of scrimmage.
So
he was knocked down. He got up and caught me.
So we're gonna pause it right there because the next thing we're gonna show is the Palmer game.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you a little flavor of when you guys watch those old films. Does it kind of bring you back to?
Oh, of course it does.
I know. When I talk to guys I play football with, I can remember every play.
Yeah.
every almost in slow motion in my mind. When you can see it, even though you just did it once.
The reason the film's so good in there, I had a broken hand. I didn't play. I missed a couple games, and I was up with Louis Casagran. And we were taking the pictures.
You were up in the booth with that?
Yeah, I was up in the booth.
Oh, really?
Doing like some spotting stuff,
Now you mentioned the old Whitney Park that we just saw there.
Yeah.
It was different than what it
We
is
had a little
now.
the light tower, and you go up in the light tower.
So there was the big set of bleachers
Like
that
a
we know now
staging,
weren't there.
No, they weren't.
No, it was just
No.
like a staging. You went up to like, just try to pick out defenses or what they were doing and stuff like that. And Louis Casagran was doing the video. You could see it like in a miniature game. It's like,
he was all over the place. Yeah,
all
there
over
was
the
a
place.
couple.
The staging was a little bit rickety or something.
The whole tape that we have is like 45 minutes long or so. We just kind of pulled out different pieces of it. Now, when you guys are getting ready for the Palmer game, at this point you were what, 6-1 going into the Palmer game? Because you only lost one game that year.
We lost Holyoke Catholic and that was it. And we were 6-1.
7-1. We were 7-1.
7-1 going.
7-1
in.
going
And then
in.
we had to. Well,
Holyoke Catholic was out of league though. They weren't in our league.
Oh, okay.
We had to. Even if we lost the game, we would have been co-champs. Mm-hmm. But if we tied the game, we'd be champs.
Now, how was Palmer scouted, I guess, prior to the game? Because they were a pretty good school at the
they
time.
were big.
Oh,
they had a big, they always had a pretty good program, and they always had big guys.
Big guys, that could really hit. Palmer and Ware, you guys didn't have Ware in your schedule that year. But
No.
They were kind of, we didn't play that.
No.
Yeah.
They weren't in the suburban league.
What was the breakdown? Like you say, it's suburban, you got intercounty now, there's division. What was it back then as far as the...
In our league, we had like Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, Minnechaug, South Hadley,
East
Palmer.
Longmeadow.
Yeah, I said East Longmeadow in Palmer. And I think independent games, we had Classical. I think we played Commerce, and we played Holyoke Catholic.
What about Enfield? Were they...
And Enfield.
Enfield.
Was that independent or was that...
No, they were in our league. They were in the suburban league.
They were
but
in the
they
suburban
had
league.
like 2,800 kids because that was before they built Enrico Fermi.
Yeah.
So they had, in high school, they had 2,800 kids in 10 through 12, and we had maybe 1,000 kids in 9 through 12.
It just seems so odd that a Connecticut team would be in a Massachusetts league like that. Was that common throughout all the sports? Was Enfield a part of that?
The whole time we were in high school, we played Enfield, and they were in our league. They were always in the suburban league.
Yeah.
Right.
And they always had a good team. I think they won it our junior year. Because we lost to them at Enfield, if you remember.
When you guys...
Right.
They had
we
this kid,
did.
Charlie Ragnall, played at Springfield.
Yeah, Charlie Ragnar.
yeah.
I played at Springfield. Charlie played there.
Now, was it you that told me that you guys actually had a game? Was it at Nantucket?
No.
Wasn't you guys? I thought I would talk to somebody from that area where they actually went out to Nantucket to play.
Not us.
To do something like that.
No,
Oh, okay.
not us.
Maybe it was.
But getting back to
We went to the Palmer game. That was the first time Paul was out of town.
He left the bubble for the first time. He almost never came back.
why did
We drove the bus.
the microbus? My parents had a microbus. We had a big paper route.
Yeah.
So
that's how the team got around.
Yeah.
The
No,
Dorvals?
no. That's how we didn't get around. But
So now so going into the Palmer games, was there a lot of hype? Did you guys have a pep rally, and what else was involved with that?
I don't know.
No.
I'll tell
Usually we
you.
had a pep rally in school, like I said.
I'll tell you one thing. When we tied Palmer that year, the 12-12, we were kind of down and out on going home on the bus.
Yeah.
We won the league, but
We won the championship.
Right.
outright.
And we outright.
Outright.
And we were all real quiet on the bus going home from the game. And Archie Gavallo, which is not with us anymore, he says, "What's why is everyone so quiet? We won the championship.
Yeah.
Then we started the,
Yeah.
all the, the cheerleaders things.
Yeah.
We are the Lions, mighty.
Right.
Oh, we went ballistic.
But
all the
because
way
you didn't walk
home.
away with it, you wanted to win 14 to
Yeah,
12.
we wanted to win.
But the conditions were bad too. It snowed the night before. There was like
But
4
we
inches
were
of
still
snow
champs,
Yeah.
and
on the field.
this young junior,
Yeah.
which was a starter, brought it up to our attention.
like, what's your problem? We won.
What's our problem? We won.
That's
and,
funny.
And then it went on.
Here, we're going to actually play here again. This is the Palmer game. There's actually 2 reels to this, but this is the Palmer game, the original kickoff. Look at how many people are there, too. This is actually in Palmer, the same field
Right.
that we played today, Legion Field.
Yeah.
I can't really see the number there. You guys are in white,
Me
though.
right there, 21.
Yeah, Paul,
The outside.
Tommy Haluch, number 21. You see him at the bottom of the screen right there. And then 54, I believe that's one of the Eriksbergs, either
That's
Carl.
Carl.
That's Carl Eriksberg right there. I love those in the white uniforms. And Palmer's in their blue, even though you can't see. And their team is huge. Look at their sidelines. They must have.
They had a heavy team. I mean,
they had a
I was
real-
taking the realistic
Yeah,
angle.
where are you
pursuit.
going, Tom?
Well, I'm making sure in case they don't get him, then
You were
he's
going
not
to
going
get
to
a hot
score.
dog. You were way
no,
up there.
the angle pursuit.
Angle of pursuit.
That's what they call the angle pursuit.
Yeah, but he was going to catch him in the goal line.
Oh, he's going to get by me.